This is my dissertation project, which focuses on the role that Italian state television, RAI, of course, has had in disseminating, in mirroring, conveying a peculiar form of cinephilia and more in general film culture. In my opinion, not only has RAI been one of the most important exhibition sites for films, but it has also generated unique modalities of consumption, circulation, distribution of quote-unquote prestige cinema. And what is distinctive in the Italian scenario is how RAI has been a vessel for rarities, recoveries, and audiovisual experiments, and how it has been an ideal environment for the practice of film criticism and cinephilic experiences. So my research starts from what I think is a kind of a watershed in the history of Italian television, which is the liberalization of the broadcasting market in 1976. And I'm talking about over-the-air private channels that are starting to operate in on a local basis. So RAI is monopoly on the market. We have new competitors, new private channels, which have to fill some gaps in their schedules, and they filled those gaps with a lot of movies. And so also RAI started like broadcasting more and more movies in its channel, and there is a new cinephile niche that migrates from Cine Club to television in this period of time. So in terms of methods, I examine the show schedules and in order to investigate the position of prestige cinema in the programming strategies. And my main question here is the relationship between cinephilia and the pedagogic facet of RAI, which is, of course, is not the only facet, but is still an important one. And also, I'm interested in the what I call telecinephilia or cinephilia on television as a critical approach, which is aimed at engaging the spectator both with the pleasure of the cinema per se and with the experience of filming within the TV flow. And here I'm interested in the genealogy of this approach that I linked to some, for example, film festivals like Salso Film Festival or publications like Pathology and also the Cine Club experience again. I'm wondering if this approach promoted an active viewership and if it creates a new transnational canon.